Okay guys, so there has been a lot of talk about the state of gaming in 2024, and on Twitter, X, I saw a post from this guy, Heino the Bouncer, does a very good job, you should follow him, and he made this post talking about the state of gaming, and he has some very good points, and I decided, okay, let me do a video talking about this because he does have some good points about the state of gaming now. And let me begin. Thoughts: it's starting to become more and more obvious that some games are being developed for an audience that doesn't exist. This is true. A recurring talking point keeps coming. Games aren't selling well, and the industry is in a bad shape, and studios are getting shut down. Yes, because the industry isn't making games that are fun to play, nor ones that players care to remember. This is a very good one, because how do you say bad games aren't selling well? That's the thing. Black Myth Wukong came out, sold very well. Stellar Blade also sold very well. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, great game, sold very well. The Silent Hill 2 remake is selling very well. Space Marine 2 selling very well. Bad games aren't selling well, and these studios keep pushing bad games out and hoping people to play it. And it's like, if you make good games with good gameplay, people will buy them. It's always been like that. They are making great graphics, which I love, writing emotional stories on par with film, which I support, and they are designing elaborate teams to extract more money out of players. This is the thing that, and many games nowadays, it's just, how do we get more money? How do we get more money? And it's like, that's the bad. If you are going to make a game, and this is one of your priorities, you are beginning wrong to start. It's like, you should design a game and should make a game to focus on fun and a good story and good characters and all of that. The money will come if you make the other things good. But they aren't making fun gameplay, nor are they writing characters that player care to play as or remember on the long run. And this is also true, because how many great characters have we had in these past years? The better one I can remember, we can say Arthur from Red Dead Redemption 2, great character. We can say maybe Jin from Ghost of Tsushima, another great character. And what else? That are new characters that will be remembered in years to come. There's not that many. Modern games do have a vision. They aren't necessarily 100% bad games. That is true. They just seem to be created by people who are completely out of touch with what the majority of players wish to play or care to have in a video game. Also true. Gamers are not that hard to figure out. You make a good game with good gameplay and good story, and they will enjoy it and buy it and play it. Always been like that, always will be like that. If you make shit games with shit story, nobody is going to care about that. I've previously said this before, but the video game industry feels like it's trying hard to divorce itself from the gaming community and seek to become Oscar baits, or developers affirming their own idea and pretending this is something players want to play, which isn't exactly a bad thing, but it becomes so when they start to guilt trip players for not enjoying them, or find reasons to fault them for their morality just because they don't want to support them. This is also a very good point, because how many times, and this can also be said about Hollywood in a way, because these past couple of years, it's like they don't want the audience that make them what they are. They want to push that aside and cater to a new modern audience that really doesn't exist. And how many times have we seen this? That a game comes out, people complain that the game looks shit and this shit, and you are this and that and the other because you don't like it. You are this east or this phobe or this that, and it's like, you are not going to win people by calling them names if they don't like your game. That is just stupid. It's if you want to get their approval and get their support when they say, hey, this is bad, you should change it, you should listen to feedback. Okay, not, let me just say, not all feedback is good feedback, that is also true. But if the majority of people are giving you a feedback and you decide to ignore it because you don't agree with that feedback, it's stupid, and then you complain that your game is failing. It's like, how stupid can you be? This is not to deny that there are players who will judge an entire game by superficial aspects without even giving it a chance, but it feels more and more likely that there are indeed game developers that really don't like the gaming community as it is, and are trying to appeal to a new audience that doesn't play video games in hopes they will become part of the new gaming community that affirms that style. This is also true, because what happened to the times when you just made a good game, good story, and it doesn't matter what your opinions are, it doesn't matter who you are, it can appeal to everyone. It's like, if you make a great game, nobody cares what type of opinions or anything like that you have. It's, you make a good game, people will play it. Simple as that. No point in forcing people to accept something they don't want to accept. Meanwhile, there is another part of the video game industry that is making unique and genuinely fun games, that is being sidelined and neglected by the bulk of the industry, from creators to journalists to award shows for reasons unknown, despite making significantly greater success and or approval from players and the rest. And this is also true. And it's Black Myth: Wukong and Stellar Blade. And a couple of weeks ago, or maybe more, time is weird, but IGN did a poll for the games of the year so far, and I remember that Black Myth: Wukong was on the top of the votings, and in 4th or 5th place, if I remember, was Stellar Blade. And then they began to remove votes from Black Myth: Wukong to make it come down. It didn't come down the first slot, at least I don't remember it coming down, but they started removing votes from Black Myth: Wukong. And then they made an article talking about the best games of the year, and they on purpose left Black Myth: Wukong and Stellar Blade out. These two games were on the top 5 games by the votes of the gamers, and they, on their article, left them out because reasons. There's also been, I don't remember what the Game Award show was, and they also on purpose left Black Myth: Wukong and Stellar Blade out of any nominations. How the hell can you do that? Two of the biggest games of the year, and you are on purpose letting them out? Because why? They don't appeal to you? It's just stupid. The games journalists and all of that complain they want more female characters on the games. Okay, here's a game with a female protagonist. Oh, we are going to ignore that because she's not like we want her to be. And it's like, that is such stupid points that I don't even know what to say, the amount of stupidity that it is. And then on Black Myth: Wukong, you play as a monkey man, and they complained about diversity. How stupid are you? It's like, how these people shouldn't be in the gaming industry. They shouldn't be video games journalists. They say the most stupid things possible. Let me finish the post. I don't like it when discussions become politically charged and accusatory when it's not warranted. I agree. And I hate to get into slippery slope type of arguments and conspiracy theories. But I really don't like what the industry has become, and I thank to a few big and small creators who continue to give me hope that things can get much better. Discuss. And this guy described very, very good. Not all games are bad, which is true. They are trying to appeal to a new audience that doesn't really exist. Gamers are gamers. It's as simple as that. And it's the most simple thing. You make good, like I said for 3 or 4 times now, you make a good game, gamers will buy it and gamers will play it. It's as simple as that. Yeah, don't forget to follow him. Yeah, this guy does really good job. I really enjoy many things he says. He also talks about rumors and leaks and all of that. If you like games, well, if you are watching this video, you like games, but you should follow him on Twitter. Let me just see some comments to see what people are saying. First comment here: activism has no place in entertainment. It's fine if you have a message. Art and entertainment can have a message, and activism isn't one or two things. The problem is your message isn't enough to sell a bad game. That is true. Graphics aren't enough to sell a bad game, and copying a great game doesn't mean you'll end up with a great new game. That's what many creators fail to comprehend. That is also true, and this is also a good point, because how many times have you seen companies trying to be the next Fortnite, trying to be the next PUBG, trying to be the next whatever? Man, that is what killed Ubisoft. Ubisoft would in the past, Ubisoft would create amazing games, and they were the company that you wanted to be, with games like Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, Splinter Cell, the Rainbow Six Siege, Far Cry. They made so many great games, and now they are just copying paste every type of game they have, and they are trying to, every game feels the same. They even made Far Cry weapons have rarities and stats and all of that, and it's like, can you please stop putting that in every single game, please? It's so stupid. Let me see. The entire post is so well put, but I'll reply to one piece of it. It continues to baffle me that Stellar Blade and Yukon kept getting it pieces put on them by Western media. Not that the games shouldn't have gotten any criticism, but the level of hype they got wasn't warranted. Agreed. And this is like, and this is the other thing. Thank you. Yeah, I noticed that too. And this is the thing. If the roles were reversed and the media was praising Stellar Blade and the gamers were bashing it and talking bad about the game, the media would be, oh, gamers are sexist, gamers are this, gamers are that. It's like, when the media attacks a game, it's okay, but when fans attack a bad game, they are this, that, and they are toxic and all of that. And it's like, this is why people hate the media as well, because it's rules for one, but not rules for it. Makes no sense why they can complain about something that gamers like, and it's okay, but if the media likes something and the gamers don't, then the gamers are this, that, and the other. And Concord is here, and it's a good example. The media praised the game, and there were some websites that gave a review higher than Sparking Zero. I think it was even IGN that gave it the same review as Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And it's like, did you even play the games? One is being well received, is a great game, great gameplay, fun as hell to play, and the other was a broken mess that got shut down in 2 weeks, and you gave him the same score. It's so stupid, man. And I don't really like to make these types of videos, but this guy made such great points that I felt like I wanted to cover. And again, shout out to Rhino the Bouncer. If you don't already follow him, you should follow him on Twitter. He makes very good posts, and I will see how this video does, and if he does well, I might do some more of these. Let me know if you agree what I said and with Rhino said. If you don't agree, also let me know. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.